Hello guys, welcome to my latest video. So in today's video I'm bringing you this thing. This is Konami Python. This is basically the arcade setting for arcades released by Konami in the early 2000s. So games that you will be able to play are Pro Evolution Soccer the arcade, the Japanese version of that game which was called Winning 11, and several music games such as Dancing Stage Fusion as the most popular one, as well as others like Pop and Music from 9 to 14, as you can see in all this list. My main interest in this tutorial, in my case personally, was just to be able to play these three games, the Pro Evolution Soccer and Winning 11 games. But you will be able also to play these other games as well. So basically, all you have to do is just go to this address, which is archive.org, and you just have to Google for the Konami_Python_1_ collection. And once you go here, just make sure to have, Tixati or any other client torrent downloader, and just download the torrent file here, and you will download all this pack. Everything is going to be pre-configured. So you don't have to do almost anything, just configure your own controller and maybe the video settings, and that's it. So once you download the pack, it's going to be around like 35 or 40 gigabytes in total. Me personally, I just deleted all the other games. I just remained with the games that I was originally interested, which was Dancing Stage Fusion maybe, and also my main ones, Pro Evolution Soccer, the arcade games. So basically here in these three football games you'll have two identical games as far as I know. Pro Evolution Soccer, this one, and the World Soccer Win 11, these are exactly the same games, but the difference is that the Win 11 is going to be the Japanese version and the Pro Evolution Soccer is going to be in English. And then you'll have another one which is going to be only in Japanese, which is Win 11 arcade game, but 2003, which I believe was the latest released in this type of arcade motherboard or whatever. So basically, as you realize, this emulator is basically the PlayStation 2 emulator that has been particularly modified, and the name is Reliquary. So I'm going to show you really quick. Let's see. So if you go here into the original GitHub page of the project, is basically the PlayStation 2 emulator that has been modified so it can play the Python type games, arcade games. So I highly suggest you to go to the original creator project page. As for today, just always check if there is a newer version. As for now, the latest one is 1.61. Just go to releases and you will be able to find the latest files. Also keep in mind that the updater of the emulator here itself would not work because it kind of gets some corruption from the original branch. So if you want to update this emulator, the Reliquary branch, just make sure to go to the GitHub page and always check for the latest release. So here is the project PCSX2 Reliquary. So now we're gonna see some gameplay of these games. So basically you don't have to do anything. In case you just execute the games and it doesn't work, just make sure to go to settings and maybe go to game list and then just click in rescan all games, and also make sure to set the input correctly. So go to the controllers. I personally have an Xbox One controller connected via Bluetooth with my computer. So you just have to go into, I just go into controller port, just select Joy-Con if you want, but the important thing is here, Firewire, P1, whatever. So once you have this one, just select all the bindings of your games. So this is basically the Winning 11 Pro Evolution Soccer inputs for player 1 and player 2. This is just for the Pop and Music, which I personally think is total trash. So I deleted those games, but if you download them in the pack, you can still configure the files if you want to play that game. And also Dance Revolution or whatever, this is the place where you have to configure the controls. And basically, for player 1 and player 2, and also if you want to enter the menu of the arcades, to change from coin to free play, or maybe just change some settings, you just want to go to test bottom, just bind the bottom, and service bottom, just bind the bottom. So once you are in game, you just have to push these buttons, and you will be able to enter the menu themselves. Me personally, I configure all the games with free play instead of pressing a stupid button just to put virtual coins, which I think is completely retarded. So here I'm going to show you how to simply configure the Pro Evolution or the Winning 11 games. Keep in mind that these arcade versions, they don't have, as far as I know, a dedicated button for changing the players while you are trying to get the ball. While the enemy, while the opposing team has the ball. I think this game version doesn't have any button to change the player, and it doesn't have a button to make a pass, a deep pass. But the deep pass can be done with a combination of buttons. So here, up, just put the D-pad or the analog stick up, left, down, right. This is completely normal. Then start with start button. And here, keep in mind, this one, the bottom one, should be the button to run faster. So in my case, it's going to be R1, right shoulder. So the button 2 is going to be the normal pass, so it's going to be the A, or if you have an Xbox controller, or the X if you have a PlayStation 5 controller. Then the bottom 3 is going to be the shooting button, so it's the button that you have to press to shoot to score goals. So it's going to be, in case if you have an Xbox, it's going to be the X, and if you have a PlayStation, it's going to be square. Also, the bottom 4 is going to be the the bubble pass or the center pass. So you just have to put it in B if you're an Xbox, or if you're in a PlayStation 5, you have to put it in the circle. So as you notice, there is no pass through like in the triangle or in the Y in the Xbox. So the game itself still has a deep pass if you press the the normal pass and the bubble pass, so bottom 2 and bottom 3 at the same time. So that's going to be a deep pass. The game itself teaches you once you get in the demo screen or whatever. So just close this. This was the configuration of the control, and we're gonna play a bit of the Pro Evolution Soccer, the English version. So let's go.
Connecting on short passes.
So if you press the circle and the X, it's going to perform
Intercept.
a pass. It's not going to be great. Obviously, the PlayStation 2 version is better, but you can still do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video tutorial. Enjoy this game.
Knocks it in low.
And
He
see you
shoots.
next time in the next video. Bye.
That will be a goal kick.